In case of pivoting, we are rotating data from a row-based orientation to a column-based orientation. The distinct values from a single column are projected across as headings for other columns. It may include aggregation also. The unpivoting the data is opposite. If you want to convert the columns to rows, that is your unpivoting. Okay. The rotating data from column-based orientation to row-based orientation. Okay, it spreads or splits values from one source row into one or more target rows. That is what you are unpivoting. I will show you an example. With this, you will be able to understand what I explained. And those of you attended my Power BI program, you know, right? We did that in Matrix and also Matrix Visual, as well as we tried the same in Power Query Editor. So here, let me see, do I have any table here? Let me just check. Okay, I will use retail analytics. Okay, here, let me use this one. I just right click on it and rename, and I just copy this, use this database, put it in a square bracket, because we have space in the database name. Hence, you need to wrap this by square brackets. Next one is select the database. Now I'm going to select the database. The next step, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select star from sales fact. I just yeah, fine. Look here. So these are the columns are there, and we will play around with the location key. So location key, if you see Bangalore, this is the record, and Pune we have a record, and we will convert each and every location as a column. For example, instead of displaying this in row, the BLR is a separate column. For each city, we will have a separate column. Convert the rows, convert these rows into columns, the cities. Okay, so BLR you display here, Pune you display, something like that. So there is a pivot function is available in SQL Server. But here you need to write a query. You cannot do drag and drop. Select star from here. What I am going to do is I am going to select the location key. And then sales amount. This is enough. Okay, sales amount. And from the sales fact table. This is your table name. What I do is I'm going to put everything in a. So this is a kind of inline view. You remember we discussed about the inline view as sales. I just say give some alias to this inline view. So this is your temporary table. The temporary table name is sales here. Okay, and I'm going to use pivot now. Pivot is a function, and here we will use the sum of sales amount. Sales here for we need to specify for which table you want to do the pivoting. Sorry, for which column. Okay, for a location key. In this case, the location key. In for which all cities that you want to do it. So, but make sure that here you need to use the square bracket for each value. Okay, don't give it in quote. You need to use something like this. And Pune, Hyderabad. and then you put Mumbai here, comma, and here you put Chennai, and do we have Delhi here? Yeah, Delhi is available. DL. Going to use the square bracket and then put it everything in this one. Sorry, the square bracket and then use everything. Okay, this is your pivot. And in this case, I'm going to say even this one I'm giving some alias. Okay, as pivot. Look here, all the rows got converted as a columns. It looks so compact. In Bangalore, how much sales we made? In Pune, how much sales we made? This is what your original queries data, right? Records. You see here, the location is Bangalore and the sales amount is 100 and Pune 200. But Bangalore more than one time it will be there. Each city will be there multiple times. Since we have used some function, it gives me a quick snapshot of how much total sales we made in each city in one line. This is what you are pivoting. So what is unpivoting? How do we do the unpivoting? Unpivot, there is a function called unpivot. Followed by this itself, we can use the unpivot. Okay, for example, and here, I'm going to use unpivot. So I want to convert this columns into rows. Okay, so that is your unpivot. And here I'm going to use the, in this case, you need to be little bit cautious. Here, there is no sum here. Okay, sales amount. For location key, the rest of the thing you can use it as it is. For which all column you want to convert as a row, you need to tell it out very clearly. Okay, and here I'm going to say as and pivot. I think we don't have any issues. It should work. Look here, after using up to this, if you execute it, it will give you the pivoted values. And unpivot, you cannot execute this one alone because this table is not available here, right? Since you need to combine. So you need to use the unpivot along with the pivot only, okay, if you want to use it. Okay, you can extend this query by unpivot if you want to unpivot. So pivoting is something like, I just type it here. What is pivot? Converting rows into columns. Hope you understood what is how to do pivoting and unpivoting in SQL Server using pivot function and pivot function. Okay.